Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
You didn't do it yet. Okay. welcome, one and all, in your parts, to the 48th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I am your host, Parker, and I am joined, as usual, by the man, the myth, the legend, Fred himself. How's it going tonight, Fred?
Hey, what's happening?
I think he didn't think that was him that I was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm also joined by the man, the myth, the legend, on the board, Allan. Allan,
Two man's myths, legends.
Well, I mean, there are multiple men, myths, and legends in the world, Fred, just so you know. You're both
I don't
legendary.
believe you.
You're both legend. Wait for it.
Legendary.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We are closing in on the 50th episode of the show, which is amazing. That is a feat above all feats.
Are you going to stop counting them after we hit 50?
I don't think that I can count higher than 50. So, yeah, I probably am going to stop counting. I don't think I have a choice. So, it'll just be 50 number one, 50 number two, 50 number three. Like how my kids count.
All over again?
Yeah, just start over, like 50.1.
Yeah.
Well, no, so, like, you know, a lot of podcasts do seasons. And, like, I don't think that our show is really, like, seasonally appropriate.
We're not seasonal.
Yeah, because, like, what would we do? We'd be like, this would probably be like, oh, next season, we're going to be funny.
So next season will be next week. You know,
this season starts next week.
This podcast is unseasoned.
That's right. It is
It's like
just
white people chicken.
Just like our favorite soul food from white people restaurant. Everything is unseasoned. Guaranteed. Well, speaking of white people, Fred, I have to ask you a question because it sort of relates to white people, I guess. In reality, they were all white people, but thankfully, we have diversification of our stuff nowadays.
Oh, nowadays, yeah.
So you, Fred, were one of the lucky millions of people in the world that got to see, that went and got to see an amazing show. You got to see Lin-Manuel Miranda himself, I assume.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Then why were tickets so damn expensive?
This is off Broadway, so you're not gonna get. So you're not gonna get. This. You
got Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I thought I was going to see Hamilton, and it turned out it was like Familton.
So none of those dudes that you like saw the show.
No, which I knew it wasn't going to be.
Yeah, you think they bring one in?
Cast. No, they wouldn't bring it. Those guys are busy now.
Still doing Hamilton.
Like the I went and saw it on Friday, and that Sunday, me and my wife were watching TV, and it was the Tony Awards.
Oh,
so blah blah blah.
Oh, why didn't we get any Tony Awards updates this week?
We can. Let's talk about Hamilton first, and then we'll bleed into Tony Awards.
We're not going to talk about it.
Sorry, I was teasing that just to make you feel better. If you actually know something about it, I have no interest in it whatsoever.
What, in the Tonys?
Yeah,
dude. No. Hey, spectacular.
Okay.
Did somebody get slapped?
Right?
No,
anybody get tackled?
And it wasn't good.
No, it was. Nobody got tackled.
There was a lot of dance fighting, though, Allan.
There was
a lot of jazz hands.
It was like a whole Michael Jackson's "Beat It" video.
Literally.
That was the.
All right. So tell us about Hamilton. Don't spoil it.
No. It's
Spoiler
Hamilton.
Free.
So if you see Hamilton,
does he get shot in the end?
Yeah,
that's Aaron Burr, right?
Yeah, Aaron Burr shoots him at the end.
Ruined it. That's right. Don't forget to follow the show on.
That's like one of the first lines in the show. Is like, "I'm the damn fool that shot him."
Oh, that doesn't. That doesn't. It's still a spoiler.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
You know
it only happened 200 years ago.
All you gotta do is wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Is that from the show?
That's a Hamilton. Yeah, it's a Hamilton.
So this is what's great about this. Is Fred loves him some Hamilton.
I do.
And he knows a lot about it, and my wife is a huge fan.
Yeah,
and she's watched it probably 600 times.
Yeah,
and I have finished exactly 0 times.
You didn't finish it?
It's so long.
It is long.
Like I watched the first half once, and I tried to watch the second half once, and I wasn't ever able to finish the whole thing.
I like ham.
It's good.
Well, if you like ham, you'll love all you need is the Elton. you're gonna love it. So okay, so
you get to a ton of ham, and it'd be like a Hamilton.
It's what, like,
if you got to a ton of ham.
That's true. So it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. How long is it?
It's 3 hours long.
3 hours long.
So
is that including
on Disney Plus? No. So on Disney Plus, it's 3 hours long. If you go see it, there's a 30-minute intermission.
Right. So it's 3.5.
It's 3.5. Yeah, it's 3.5, man.
That sounds like a long time.
Yeah, man. And this was like, it was really cool though, because like this is my first time actually seeing a stage play. Like
in your
professional live. Yeah, like professionally live. I've seen like community theater, like high school plays, but you know, it doesn't
hold a candle to the
right. It doesn't hold compare to people who do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? So like
it's like when you go see a professional podcast like us.
Right, you listen to us, then you listen to Joe Rogan, you be like,
right. And you're like, God, Joe Rogan. Yeah, you're like, that Joe Rogan guy. He just doesn't do it for me.
I'm going back to the black lady.
Only the 3 people in their garage that can, in their various garages, can handle
my
this.
Unfinished garage.
That's right. It's finished. It's finished. You're not doing anything else to it. It's finished.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing else. It's finished.
I didn't know that. It's finished.
Yeah, you're like, it's good. It's finished. I finished it. Don't worry about it. I mean, you can at least paint the square behind this directly behind you.
I'm not
it would only take like 10 minutes.
Anyway. I'm too busy. I'm too busy to grab a paint and brush.
Too busy watching all these Hamiltons and such. You're probably still watching Hamilton, so you can't do it.
It's so long.
You went last Friday and you're still watching it.
Still there, man. But so I went. It was me, my wife, and my son, my 8-year-old son. Found out something about my 8-year-old. It's the
80s. No, Allan is. We talked about this last week where I gave him credit, and that was my fault. It's my fault, Fred. I built him up, and I was like, "Good job, Allan. You really." Is that also from Hamilton? I don't know. Now I just assume everything you say is like from one of the raps in Hamilton that I don't know about. So last week I was like, "Hey, Allan's doing a great job." So this week he's like misspelling everything. He's spelled it right that time.
I can't spell it.
Good job.
Don't be fooled by my English. I can't spell worth a shit.
There you go.
So so
can you spell worth a shit though? I bet you could. Anyway,
we went.
Sorry to interrupt.
My wife and my son. Yes, let's stay in the car. Let's stay on track. Me, my wife, my son. We went to go see Hamilton, and of course we're poor. So we've got.
You went saw Hamilton. That's like $7,000 a ticket.
No, it is not. We paid like $80 a ticket.
A ticket,
which is still expensive. You know what I mean? But it's something I really want
Disney Plus for $5.99.
But
that's a half a tank of gas.
Almost. Okay, so you, your wife, your son went to the show.
We got the cheap seats, so we're sitting in the balcony.
Sure. Yeah,
we're like 6 from the top.
Actually, better seats at the Peace Center where you went, in my opinion.
Really, anyway. It's not bad seats. They're not bad seats, you know. But I learned something about my son. He is afraid of heights.
Oh, really?
Like we get there probably 25 minutes before the show starts, and he's like petrified. Like he cannot move. His palms are sweating.
No.
Like he sees the catwalk. Like that runs across the floor or whatever. Like way up there.
Ceiling.
He sees that and just like the ceiling. He's like,
wouldn't be a catwalk.
What is it?
Floor.
What is it? What is that, Daddy? I was like, people walk up there, Daddy. People walk up there.
Poor kid, man.
I mean, I was like, dude.
Well, did you tell him you weren't going to throw away your shot at seeing this?
I did. I told him. I was like, look, we are not leaving. I was like,
throwing away your car.
I watched Batman. We're not leaving.
Yeah, you better figure it out because I told him I was like, we're totally safe. You know, I was like, once the show starts, and because he knows the show, he knows the show, he knows the music. I was like, you'll be okay, and he got through it. You know what I'm saying? He got through it. Good. It was so good. But
it's scary, man. It's scary when your kid's scared of stuff like that.
Right. Well, I mean, nah. Toughen up, buddy.
No,
Toughen
but
up.
like my kid's like
Suck it
Jack.
up.
He has a thing like it's like a auditory thing. So like if he's in like a concert where it's really loud, it like gets very overwhelming for him. Right. And like the first time I said, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Whatever, dude." Just like you said, suck it up. Like it's not that big deal. And then like he looked at me and I saw the legit fear in his eyes. Yeah. Like where I was like, "Ooh, that's not."
Yeah, but that's different because it's loud. It's not
like right. But anything like that, when kids look at you and they have genuine, like they're not just like being a kid. They are like legitimately scared. Yeah. It's like changes stuff. You have to do what you got to do, and like you don't know, Allan. You have a dog.
He had to overcome it that night because, like I said,
well,
$80 a ticket. You're not leaving. You know what I mean?
Sure. No, I understand that.
But so yeah, Hamilton was great though. Like there was, I really did not like the cast. I mean, they performed well.
Right, but you went.
I know
you
my
saw
expectations.
Man, you can't be like.
With all that, but like the guy playing Aaron Burr just reminded me of Keegan-Michael Key. Like it was
because he was black. That's very
racist, because he was black and bald.
Well, that's a lot of people.
But he had like the same kind of mannerisms, and he spoke like this. So it was, I want to be in the room when it happens.
I don't know what that means.
It's from Hamilton. You know what it means.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I really don't. So let me tell you a little secret, Fred.
Yeah.
About marriage, Fred. Is sometimes in marriage, when you find something that you truly do not care about, but you have to pretend that you care about it, you find a way to watch it or see it or experience it while not actually experiencing it.
I get that.
So we watched a lot of Hamilton. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I know some of the songs because she sings them. Like she's probably singing one right now behind me. You probably pick it up.
Probably.
But yeah, I couldn't. I don't know.
You're just gonna see a brick come out of the side, hit the back of the head,
and then she'll be like, "Oh, let's talk. Let's sing all the songs from Hamilton for an hour or 3.5 hours.
3.5.
No intermissions ever.
Get it right. No.
So would you say that Hamilton or Familton,
right,
in this case, was the highlight of your weekend, Fred?
It was. I mean, I did other stuff, but like I have to say Hamilton because I've been waiting for this pre-COVID.
Right, but you were also,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what screws me up, man. Is like I understand. Like we saw the Book of Mormon there,
right,
at the Peace Center, and it was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was funny. It was good. Written by the South Park guys, Allan. Just so you know. So give me a little street cred. I didn't go see.
I'm not saying nothing.
I didn't go see the nerdiest thing. I went and saw something that was like, I was like, this is gonna be funny, and it was funny. But like having not seen it on like 100 other things made it better because I didn't really know what to expect.
You didn't
know
what to expect.
This is funny. Yeah. Now had I seen, like you said, like Trey Parker and Matt Stone doing the show 10 times on every channel, then I would have been like, oh well, they're not. I mean, that guy's
they're not. Yeah, it's not as good as exactly. Right. I mean, but see, I went in knowing that. You know what I'm saying? I went in knowing
and yet you were still disappointed.
But I was still disappointed because, like, I mean, I don't know.
You're disappointed because you got the B team.
It was. Yeah, I got the B team. I got the B team.
Is it the B team? Now, this is a serious question because I don't know this. So when something's off Broadway, is it like one show that travels around, or is it like there's 20 of them all throughout the world?
I believe it is one show because
it stays for a minute, right?
Yeah, they were here from the 9th to the 19th, so like 10 days, 2 shows a day, and they have a rotating cast, so it's not like every. So if you went to see it,
on to the next
because I went to see it on Friday, and then a couple more friends of mine went to saw it on Saturday, and I believe they got a couple different characters.
And they said Keegan-Michael Key wasn't part of this one.
Yeah,
they were like, that dude wasn't bald, Fred.
They had a Asian Lafayette.
Okay.
Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson. Not Thomas
Lafayette. Is that racist? I just thought that's funny.
Yeah, Raphael. Oh,
Wait a second. Did you say they had an Asian Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, Allan. The whole you don't understand this.
No, I don't.
Because you don't have to.
Oh,
But the whole thing
you know
like,
nothing about.
He knows nothing about it.
No, I don't watch that shit.
So okay, let me explain it. So
let Fred explain it, then I'll actually explain it.
You know who Hamilton was? Alexander Hamilton. Yeah. So
Alexander
there's
Hamilton.
a stage play about like his life done by
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Stage by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is Puerto Rican. And in the Broadway play, he plays Alexander Hamilton.
Right.
Thomas Jefferson's played by a black man. Like all the cast is pretty much black, except for like the evil characters.
Right.
Which like King George played by a white guy.
In that manner, he wanted to keep it true to history. Which I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. So like the whole everybody's either
it's very multicultural.
Black or
it's very multicultural, which is really cool.
Yeah,
because it makes it kind of the story. It makes you think like when you're hearing the story. What little bit I've heard.
What I told a friend of mine was. I was like, I can understand how white people can be so proud of like the founding fathers, because just by watching Hamilton and this was a true reenactment or interpretation of what happened, and the forefathers were black, I'd be proud as fuck too.
Oh yeah,
I'd be like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What if they still had slaves though?
Well, they wouldn't have been all black. They'd have been like multicultural slaves.
Oh, then it's fine.
Slaves from all over the world. Yeah,
as long as everybody can be slaves, it's cool, baby.
It's gotta be equal, man. Don't just enslave one.
You can kill equally, enslave everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure. You know? That's what they're doing nowadays.
Don't be prejudiced. Spread that.
So
shit
did they
around.
stick to the original? Did they stick to the storyline, or did they?
Yeah,
it's
like
not, okay, but now, okay, hold on. Now it's not like here is a beat for beat historical reenactment of Hamilton,
right?
I mean, it's like a rap. There's like raps.
Yeah, they rap the whole like. So, this is a true musical.
Fred. Speaking of that, not really, but speaking of that, if you want to rap a little bit, we'll. I'm sure that you would not be good enough that they would copyright infringes, but you would be better than that. But I did want to let you know that The Voice is holding auditions this weekend, right where we live.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, now's your chance.
Too old, man.
How are you too old?
You can't do it because you were on American Idol.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
that's
not even that.
You had to sign the NDA.
No, okay, that's right. I'm too old for Idol. I probably could make it on the
You can do The Voice. You could do it.
I don't want to do The Voice.
Oh, okay.
I've been smoking too long. I hit my raspy voice.
Well, you can sing. You can sing something like
on the corner. You know,
yeah, there you go. What's that girl? Amy Winehouse. She could sing some of hers.
Yeah, and I maybe go to rehab.
See, you sound just like her. Like, here's my. I see blue skies are blue.
Yeah, the blue. Yeah, with Louis.
Red rivers do. Yeah, perfect, man. You got it. I'm telling you. So yeah, but Allan, you should. I will tell you this: if there's one thing that I can tell you that will make you want to watch Hamilton, is that it's on Disney Plus and it's free.
Hey,
now, I know how to appeal to Allan's side.
And another thing,
free.
It's written by Puerto Rican,
right?
And it's starring Puerto Ricans.
Oh, that's probably
Raza, man.
That's
Ricky
Martin's
Puerto Rican, but I don't want to see Ricky Martin.
Yeah, you did
that often.
Yeah, you did
that often. No, he don't. No,
he was like living la vida loca.
No, I remember. See, that was, and not to talk smack about someone who's not on the show, but that was one of his nephew's lives.
Oh yeah,
and it was not Allan's life.
Oh, right.
But one of his nephews was living la vida loca every day.
Living loca.
Yeah,
living la vida loca.
It was tight shirts.
He was the gayest straight man we know.
Right. He totally is.
Hey, Ricky came out, man. Everybody thought he was pulling tail. They was like,
oh yeah. Well,
Ricky, I remember when he was in Menudo. When he was in Menudo, I remember that.
That's what people were like. That dude is not straight.
Menudo.
No, we knew that then.
Yeah,
we all knew that.
It happens.
And none of this is wrong with it because he's talented.
Right.
You know,
and who cares? Like, whatever, dude.
You know, and the thing about Hamilton, like you were saying, I mean, if it's when it comes to really the thing was for me was Thomas Jefferson being Asian, it's just like that makes sense.
But that's kind of the whole thing, though, is like
the Asians really. I mean, they built the country because they did the railroads. But
true.
Right. But like I said, in the play, Thomas Jefferson's black.
Right.
In the Broadway.
In the like
Broadway
original.
yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't have that wouldn't have even. It was just the Asian part, just kind of like
now,
what?
So like in the Disney Plus, the main characters they play two roles.
Alan, remember we need to bleep out the Disney Plus.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Not a sponsor. Let's call it Flimsley Plus.
Flimsy Lust.
Ninja Nuts.
Yeah, there you go.
Nuts.
Lindsay Lust.
So in the Ninja Nuts version,
I don't think that works.
Everybody plays two parts. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Thomas Jefferson also plays a Frenchman named Lafayette.
Right. I knew that. How did I know that?
Oh, kind of like Nutty Professor.
It's exactly like the Nutty Professor. As a matter of fact, I believe that this whole musical was inspired by the Nutty Professor.
But okay, so when he's Lafayette, he's got a rap that's like I'm taking this horse by the reins with red coats ready for blood stains. I mean, it's like, and this guy, he's a rapper from the Disney Plus version. He's I forget his name, but he's like a real rapper. So like he gets it. And the Asian guy, I'm taking this horse by the reins, leaving red coats ready with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop.
And that's not his fault.
Run him up. Yeah, I mean but if you're gonna
here we go.
That role was so like
Well, again, you saw the best one. You saw the best guy to do it.
To give me the second best guy. This dude was not the second best guy. He was not the second best guy.
What? Like, so you got the C team.
Yeah, I think I did.
Well, the second best guy is probably someone else in the original Disney Plus.
They should have got them. Yeah.
But that's probably why they got a black guy on it. No offense to Asian or white people, but white people and Asian people just can't flow like that.
That dude.
I mean, that's not a racist thing. That's just the truth.
No, I don't know. No, Asian. I'm not saying because I've heard some Korean
Asian
hip-hop.
American.
I've heard some Korean hip hop. I've heard some Chinese hip hop, and
Generally
it's all
speaking.
in their language. And I don't know what
their language is like light speed ahead of ours anyway.
I've heard Japanese, and it's really good.
Right,
it's really good. That's what I'm saying,
good,
man.
It's their language, so
but their language flows differently than there's, like if ODB was an Asian dude, like let's say he was Korean.
The Asian Korean.
I'm just saying.
Technically, they are because
in a way, but if he was, their like language just sounds so angry to start with. That people wouldn't even think like ODB is like an angry rapper. They just be like,
that's Japanese.
It's just some dude. Korean. Korean is much angrier sounding than Japanese.
Is it?
Trust me.
I don't know.
Trust me.
I think
I don't know.
For me, the angriest language is
German.
German.
Yes, German is a mean language.
Yeah, very.
That's why.
Yeah,
and that's why Rammstein is
like.
Have you ever seen the one that's like butterfly is like in like English it's like butterfly, and in like French it's like blue flea or whatever, and then in German it's like schnick schnacker schnibbib.
Yeah,
you're like, wow, no wonder those people are like they are. Well, so overall, how would you say you got your $240 worth of Hamilton?
I give it a like a 7 stars, 7 Freddy stars.
He said, "Did you get your money out of it?"
I did.
So you got $70.
Yeah, I got. Yeah,
Give it.
Okay, so if I said, Fred, I'll give you $250 for those Hamilton tickets you got, knowing what you know now, would you have been like, "Yeah, I'll take it," or would you have been like, "Nah, I gotta go see this"?
I gotta go see it. I mean, I gotta be in the room where it happens.
I got you.
Another Hamilton reference.
See, again, I don't know that. I don't understand what that means.
I'm telling you, give it a shot. It's funny. It's very entertaining.
See, now that reference I got.
It's educational.
Sure. Yes. As long as you remember that all the people in history wore white, and could not rap.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, you go into it knowing that. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
You go into it.
What about Eminem?
That. Well, he's not.
What about Vanilla Ice?
Yeah. What about Snow?
Yeah. What about Snow?
Hey, and
Mr.
Informer.
Chicken boom boom down. Dude, our buddy Draper, who I think actually listens to the show sometimes.
Don Draper?
No, not quite. Well, yes, that was his dad's name.
Yeah. We'll call him that.
But yeah, we'll call him that because he may be wanted by the FBI. We don't know.
He's Don.
So we don't know where he's listening. But he used to. That was like the only tape he had in his car. And like that was back when people had tape Informer, and it was a single. It was just a single. And I don't even know what the B-side was, but that was back again when people had tapes. And so like he would drive around all the time. And I think we've talked about it before on the show. But he would drive around and that shit would always be playing. Always playing Informer. And nobody knew the words.
Instrumental.
Nobody. All we knew was I think a boom boom now. That was it.
And he would always, I think we talked about him while always walking around. He would always walk around singing Humpty Dance.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
We did.
But yes, and the only album that he owned in his car, and it's not like you couldn't just buy tapes.
Right,
Informer, yeah. And like I don't know if it was stuck. I feel like part of me wants to believe that it was stuck in the tape player, but really, I know that it wasn't. I know that it was just like
didn't Matt when Matt bought his Audi had the Lyrical Gangster one in his car and it was stuck. And that's all it would play.
I think so.
I'm the lyrical gangster. So the whole time, I'm like, dude.
They're clearing out the area. What about murder like that? We're gonna get copyright struck on YouTube for all of our awesome singing. This is the musical episode. See, I told you we'd get a musical episode.
There you go. Look around. Yeah.
Look around. What? Oh, go. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And how lucky we are to be alive right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Even though it's hot as a butt.
Oh my God.
It's like as hot as 10 butts pressed together.
Hot as fuck.
It's 100 degrees. Did it get to 100 today?
Yeah,
it did.
I
saw it.
I think the heat index was like 109 or something.
Yeah, dude. Like,
because I asked Google and it was like with humidity, it's 109. I was like, God damn it! If I was in Vegas, it would just be 100.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's probably hotter there.
Yeah, but no humidity.
The sun just like sucked it all out of me today, man.
Yeah, that's what it does, man.
Dripping wet all day, just. Ugh.
Well, you know, Fred, when you're dripping wet all day, there's nothing more refreshing than tonight's first sponsor. Yeah, the first sponsor of the 48th episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast, musical podcast.
Horse piss?
No, you wish. It's Watergate Salad. We're leaning into the food show, Fred. I didn't think it was going to be a musical food show. There we go. Fred, do you know what Watergate Salad is?
Is it got something to do with Richard Nixon?
No. But it was served at the Watergate Hotel, I believe, at one point. I don't really know if that's true or not. I just made that up. It should have been. I mean, why? What else would you name it after? No. Right. So have you never seen that weird green like mush with the marshmallows in it? So here, let me do that.
I thought it was ambrosia.
No. So all you have to do, Fred, is get yourself one 3.4 ounce package of instant pistachio pudding mix, 1 can of crushed pineapple with juice, 1 cup of miniature marshmallows, half a cup of chopped walnuts, and 1 8-ounce container of frozen whipping cream. And then mix that shit together, and you get Watergate Salad. Delicious.
Watergate Salad. That's gotta be something.
Yes, I know it's a white person thing.
It's
delicious.
Of course. But it does sound good.
It is good.
I like pistachio.
I never knew what it was for years.
I like walnuts.
Yeah, it was like a staple.
I like pineapples.
It was a staple of like all of my family get-togethers for years and years and years.
I've seen it.
I never knew what it was. I never had any idea.
I thought it was ambrosia.
Right? No, ambrosia is just a bunch of different fruits mixed together with like some nuts in there.
Really?
Like ambrosia is like tangerines.
What's the orange shit that looks the same? Like
that's like I don't know, Orange Gate Salad. I don't know what the fuck it's called. They're not a sponsor of the show, so it's trash. We call it trash salad.
Firegate salad.
It's trash salad, Fred. I'm sure it's a play on the famous Watergate salad, which is making a comeback in 2022.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
You know a lot of people making that.
Oh, I know a lot of people making that, Fred.
Don't you bring that shit to my barbecue?
I will bring that shit to your barbecue. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that I bring it with me everywhere I see you. From now on.
It's going to be the same one. It's going to be the same one.
No, see, that's where you're wrong, my friend. Because unfortunately, I will sit there with a bucket.
He will eat it.
Just eat it. Yeah, I'll be like, you know what else gets my watergate salad?
Every time he brings it, it's going to be less and less. It's going to be the same bowl. It's just like
we'll probably eat it. Considering every time we have a barbecue at your house, man, we eat everything.
Yeah, sure, dude. It's delicious. It really is. It's delicious.
It does sound good. I like
and potentially nutritious.
Right.
I like pistachio pudding too, and I think that it is.
I didn't say pudding. I said pistachio.
Well, this is what it is. It's pistachio pudding. It's not pistachio.
I don't know about that. I like pistachios because it got a crunch to it. I don't want no mushy.
Well, this has this has walnuts in it. So, I mean, that's something.
It sounds good.
It is good.
Like you said, it's got pineapple.
It's not only good, it's great.
It sounds good in theory.
Yeah, it sounds good. It tastes good.
All these things mixed together sound like they would taste delicious.
Yeah. It's just like it's the Hamilton of foods.
No,
all these things. Yeah, it's all these things mixed together. Why not? Why is it not?
It's the B team of desserts.
Yeah, it's the C team. It's the W team of desserts. It's not, and see that's the thing. I don't think it's technically dessert. I think it's technically like a.
Come on,
appetizer.
It's got marshmallows in it, man, and whipped
but that
cream.
doesn't mean anything, man. Just because it has a little whipped cream in there doesn't make it a dessert.
You put whipped cream on turkey?
Yeah, I would. I will now.
Yeah, I will.
Like, I mean, what?
He gonna dip his turkey leg.
Hell yeah! Oh, dude.
Like ranch.
No, that's gross. See, that's gross. Now you lost me there, bud.
No,
I can't deal with that. No, that's too gross.
Come
too
on.
Gross. No, I don't like ranch. I don't like the thought of dipping things in ranch. I don't dip wings in ranch. I don't do things. I don't do that. Like I knew people in school used to drop. No, I don't dip. I'm not a dipper. I feel like Seinfeld episode all of a sudden. Yeah, I figured. So, but no, I had friends who would like take their pizzas and dip them in ranch, and they still do that. And it is not good.
That is delicious, man.
It's like. No, it makes the
pizza
pizza
worse. It's good, man. Especially the J&J pizzas.
See, I don't like ranch. That's my thing.
Put that ranch in there. Oh
yeah.
I'm a blue cheese
guy. Fuck that Hidden Valley shit. I want that off-brand ranch.
Right.
Don't give me that. I mean, I want that off-brand ranch.
I put that Worcestershire sauce in my macaroni. Yeah, I put it in my macaroni so it gives it like a smoky taste.
Really? Okay. All right. I'll try that.
No.
I like Worcestershire.
I put it in my macaroni and it's like,
Worcestershire. Worcestershire. You just have this the whole rest of the show. We're just going to be trying to figure out how to say that.
Worcestershire.
I said Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
It doesn't matter. Everybody understood what I meant.
If you say it with the British
you know what
accent,
it is.
It sounds right. Worcestershire sauce. Governor. So why not? So yeah, that's our sponsor of the show. Hey, you know what, Fred?
What up?
This seems like a really good time to take a break.
Really?
So we're gonna do that now. Yeah.
We were in the groove, man.
We're not in the groove. We're out of the groove because you didn't sing. You threw away your shot.
On the record. I thought away my shot.
You did throw away your shot.
Thing. That was my whole thing about Hamilton, though. Like he was like the whole thing. I'm not throwing away my shot. Not throwing. And at the end of it, what does he do? He threw away his goddamn shot.
Did he? I don't even know.
He threw away his goddamn shot.
Well, he got shot. He got shot.
No, he put his pistol in there. He aimed his pistol in the sky. Wait, no.
Oh, and he threw away his shot.
Because it was a duel. Aaron Burr shot him in a duel. So like. He'd been through a whole bunch of shit, and he was just tired from the way the play feels.
So he let himself get killed by Aaron Burr?
He let himself get shot, yes.
Well, you know what? That is throwing away your shot then. You know what?
And
Hamilton is banned from the show from now on.
No, it's not.
Yes, Never. It is. I just did it. I just did it. You can't. But you can't be like, I'm not going to throw away my shot. And then literally, like you said, throw away the shot. This
collective is a democracy.
Right. And it's 1-3. And you're down 2-1 right now.
No, I'm not.
I guarantee you, Allan does not care.
Allan is Swedish.
Right.
Allan is Swedish.
Well, since I'm the de facto host.
Neutral.
Since I'm the host, I get 1.5 votes. You get three fists of a vote, Fred.
My sultry sounds count as 2.
Oh. Well, all me Elon Musk, mate. They're
gonna buy us out.
I want this. 'Cause now I'm British Elon Musk.
British Elon Musk. I'm Elon Musty.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
You're listening to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Welcome back to the second half of Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Fred is itching, if you couldn't tell, he is itching to get to our new favorite weekly segment, sponsored by our old friends at carnyorgy.com, Fred's News Bits.
Hey, baby.
This is where Allan has music, and he didn't play it.
You got any more of those news bits?
Like you do? You have any more of those news bits, Fred?
I got some more of those news bits, baby.
All right, let's try again. Here we go. It's time for Fred's favorite segment, sponsored by our friends at carnyorgy.com. It's Freddy's News Bits.
Hey, Freddy's News Bits, back again. Here we go.
Why don't you give us a
first news
bit of news?
Charlie Sheen blames his ex-wife Denise Richards for his daughter Sammy, who is 18, for joining OnlyFans.
I saw that.
Denise Richards replies, "Motherfucker, you got AIDS."
Wow.
So what can he say?
That seems out of character for Denise Richards. Well, I did see that. So I saw that. I heard that this morning. They were talking about it on the radio, and I didn't realize. So he was like, "I can't control her," which I mean he can't, and he's right,
Right.
But he's like, "I just urge her to be tasteful," and I'm like, "Yeah, if OnlyFans is known for anything, it's tasteful nudity."
Yeah.
So good luck to them. I don't even know. I'm not gonna look this up.
I mean, you would have to be doing that for attention. I mean, because it's not like she's doing it for the money. I know people.
How do you know? You think Charlie Sheen has money?
Well, his wife does.
Well, that's his ex-wife. That's his ex-wife.
But that's Denise Richards' her mom.
He gets paid for what?
He's getting residuals for $2.5 million.
Come on now.
Yeah, Navy.
What are you talking about, dude?
You think? I don't know. I don't know what his net worth is. I just feel like he probably cracked it away.
Nah, dude. That dude's got money. His dad's Martin Sheen. Yeah,
I know who his dad is.
That family has
anything.
money, bro. Yeah,
he's got
dude.
money. He's got
that guy.
Okay. Well, he's super rich, so why not?
He's super rich. Yeah, I mean, she don't need to go show her butthole for $5 a pop. What are you crazy? Come on.
She takes after her dad, man. He's like, I show that shit for free.
Hey, I'm Charlie Sheen. You want to see my butthole?
Winning.
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood. Winning.
Out with the machete.
Okay, next news bit.
Second news bit. Chinese students need 16 stitches after the teacher punches them in the face for not paying attention.
Was he watching?
Now, I'm not saying the teacher was right.
Was this here? Okay,
but I get it. No, this is
in China. Okay. We are international.
This is worldwide news.
We're gonna get censored in China now. So thanks. So he needs 16
we were
stitches.
always gonna
get punched in the face and he needs 16 stitches.
Hey, teacher punched him in the face and shattered
Who's
the
his
lens
teacher?
in his Xi Jinping.
Of course.
I don't know.
We need a racist button now.
It could have been Xi Jinping. You don't.
It could have. You're right. It could have, but it wasn't. But it could have. So he so the person, he or she, shattered his or her glasses,
right?
Or their glasses, and that's what caused the stitches. Okay.
Right.
I thought it was just like a punch, and it was just like ripped just half his face off. And
well,
like,
it is China.
That's a stern
karate.
teacher.
They know karate over there.
Also
so
racist.
I mean, that could be. Why? Do they not know karate in China?
Not everyone does.
Well, I'm not saying. I didn't say everybody did.
That's like saying every American has a gun, and only 99.5% of us do. So I'm just saying, don't make assumptions, Fred.
I'm not assuming. I don't make asses out of you or me.
Oh, my friend, we have 48 pieces of evidence of you making an ass out of me. So I'm going to disagree with you on that one. All right, next news bit. How many news do you have, by the way?
This is last.
Last one.
So,
get ready.
Texas Zoo is asking for help for identifying a strange image.
Oh, that crackhead.
Caught on camera. Some say it was a chupacabra. Some say it was a werewolf man.
It wasn't.
But we really know. We know. Black Lincoln Collective Podcast knows.
Whatever's in that suit.
That was just Dave doing his undercover Texas Zoo assignment.
CarneyOrgy.com. I believe
Dave,
that.
We sent Dave out to Texas, see what's going on in those.
Well, that
zoos.
might be where the fair is now.
We didn't tell him to dress up as
the
chupacabra.
We said dress comfortably.
He did that on his own. We said dress comfortably.
And he was like, "Well, I want to set in, and I want to be." No, so actually, I did read up more. See, this is what I like about your news bits, Fred. Is like, unfortunately, I know because I do somewhat pay attention to stupid news like this, and I'm into it. And so, the guy, apparently, 3 weeks prior to this, there was a number of furry suits that were stolen by a crackhead. I'm not even kidding. I'm not making this up. I swear. They were stolen by a crackhead out of the back of somebody's car, right down the road from the zoo. and so somebody had said, oh, that must be one of the furry suits that crackhead stole out of the back of my buddy's car. As soon as they saw that picture, so I just assumed, and just like you could assume anything in life.
Hey, I don't know.
Probably
that dude
just
was
a crackhead.
skinny. That dude was skinny as hell. So,
okay, now well, hold on now, Fred. Have you seen a lot of fat crackheads?
Yeah, I've seen a couple fat crackheads.
Well, that's up here in the South, though. That's because they eat good. You can't do anything about that. That's
I
hadn't seen a fat crackhead.
Because the South is it's spread out,
Right.
In the city, you can walk wherever you need to go. So crackhead need to go
ain't
here,
gotta
go there.
Yeah.
You just walk.
Right.
You got to get a ride if you're a crackhead in the South,
Yeah, that's true.
You live out in the country, hey, man, crack, man, I got to call a ride, man.
My crack dealer's a country mile away.
Yes.
As the crow flies. As the crack flies.
As the crack crow.
That's right.
I'm gonna send,
that's what it is.
You send $20, you tape it to a pigeon's leg, and
in the city, you get a crack pigeon. Out here, we get crack crows.
Crack crow.
Welcome to South Carolina.
Don't move your news.
Don't move your news.
Get your car shit on by a crack pigeon.
That's right. You ever see little rocks falling from the sky? Some crack crow did not do his job, and it's not gonna.
It's raining crack
again.
South Carolina. No, let's not say that. They'll move.
No, don't move here unless you like crack. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe I still wouldn't move here. It's too expensive. Market price is up. Damn. Thanks, Biden. Thanks for raising our crack prices down here.
We're in a recession and an inflation at the same time.
Yeah, welcome to America. So that is the beginning, middle, and end of Freddy's News Bits, sponsored by CarneyOrgy.com. So, Fred, I got to ask you a question. And I know we're moving on. So don't forget to follow the show on Twitter at BLC World or on Facebook at facebook.com/BLC Podcast. Also, check out our YouTube channel because we are not quite up to 100 yet.
Nope.
Not quite up
7.
to 36 yet.
Yeah.
So we encourage you.
The way there, man.
We encourage you to listen, tell your friends, go to the Apple Store and put YouTube on Safari, and then subscribe to the show.
Spread dirty rumors.
We don't care how you do it. Just get us to 100.
Yeah, come on.
And if you have a story that you want Fred to talk about or read,
there you go.
That's right. Feel free to tweet the show.
I'll tell all.
Send us Freddy's News Bits, and we will make sure to say your name on the radio.
There you go.
On this crazy radio show.
Angela from Wisconsin says.
That's right. It's going to be like, Crackhead Steve from Seneca says, "Where the crack crows at?" Like, you promised crack crows, Fred. Where they at? I got crack fish down there because I got a lake. Did you ever see that episode of King of the Hill where where Hank mistakenly buys like crack? Or I think it's crack. And like he thinks it's like fishing, like a fishing what do you call it? Bait?
Yeah.
And so he like starts and he makes all the like the fish crackheads. That has happened. Yeah. That has happened a lot down here lately.
These guys just love this new bait I bought.
Dude, some dude, and speaking of down in Seneca, some dude like got pulled over and jumped off the damn bridge into the lake. He did. Yeah, he died. But it doesn't make it any less crazy that he did that. Like,
he was going like 120 miles an hour.
And he crashed his car and jumped off a damn bridge. Yeah, because they were chasing him. Like, and he jumped off and jumped into the lake. And then like 3 hours later, they found him like floating around. Not good. I just can't imagine like jumping into a damn because especially at night, like that's scary, dude. Water at night scares me.
Yeah, but it's a lake. It's not like you're gonna have sharks.
Well, he didn't make it. He didn't make it, did he? It's just the blackness of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's where
because like they say, like when you jump in that water, you go down, you don't know which way is up, which way is down.
Yeah, and he probably had a concussion anyway.
So you could be like, okay, I'm going to the top. And you swimming down.
You know what I'm saying? No, you can't do that. That doesn't how that works.
What do you mean?
Because you float.
Yeah, all you got to do is stop. If you stop and stretch up, you'll know.
You're gonna go up.
Well, he probably had a concussion.
I don't think he was on crack. He is not. You're mixing your stories here, Freddie. Freddie's news bits.
I thought he was on crack.
Freddie's
well, maybe he was.
He could have been. I don't know. You know.
No.
People do crazy stuff. Yeah, it's probably about. Did you see the story? And okay, guys, this is not
news bits,
dude. No, this is not. But did you see the story about the meth heads who left their kids on an island at Lake Arwell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't move here, news.
That is truly don't move here. So like 3 kids again. You know, if you're not from South Carolina, this it's good. It's a good thing. But these people were camping out on this island with their 3 like teenage kids, and they're like, "We're gonna run back to the land and get some water for you guys," and they just disappeared.
Just left the kids there.
Just left the kids. They're just like live on this island now from the rest of your time.
Gilligan's Island.
And then they like disappeared though. Like they like went. They like disappeared. Like people were like,
they're
missing.
No one
and all this
knows
stuff.
where they
are.
They
found them the next day.
Did they find them?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They found that girl.
The people.
Yeah, they followed the crack crows.
Yeah, and you know why? Yeah, they followed exactly. There was a crack buzzard that was chasing them. But
there's a murder of crack crows flying.
I guess the lady, so the lady was the lady, and then her fella was wanted for all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
So did they say why they just
crack?
Damn, dude.
I don't know. I guess crack meth. It was a meth thing.
Dude, how can you leave your kids on? How can you leave your kids? Period.
Yeah, man.
A minute ago, Fred was like, "It's okay to slap and make some Chinese dude have 16 stitches," and now he's like, "But don't mess with your kids. Like if somebody else's kids,
I said I wouldn't do it, but I get it. I understand. I get why you did it, dude."
So do you see why? Do you also get why they abandoned their children on a miniature island?
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
you know I mean?
Someday
I can't understand that.
Wait till they're teenagers, Fred.
I'd leave them at a fire station.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's worse. I feel like that's worse.
Wow.
Somehow. I don't know. Well, because at least like, I don't know, at least like on the kids, you can be like, well, now this is your home now. Like you make this island your home. It's called Cemetery Island.
Yeah,
that's right. It's totally Lord of the Flies. Thankfully, my kids don't read. So they'll never know what Lord of the Flies. That would happen in Lord of the Flies.
This is your user manual for how to survive on this island.
Dude, Lord of the Flies. Okay, so Lord of the Flies reminds me. That was like the book in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up. You know what else was popular when I was growing up, Fred? And apparently it's making a resurgence from what I hear.
Sears catalog?
Is the roller rink.
Oh,
Fred, tell me about Fred, again. This show revolves around Fred's rock and roll lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. You know,
all over the world. It's Freddy's Fabulous Weekend, Part 2.
Part 2, man.
So, apparently Fred took his children to the 30 minutes that the roller rink was open.
I did not. It was not 30 minutes. It was 3 hours.
Was it exactly the same as it was? See, I feel like Stranger Things has brought so much of the 80s back, and that's why I asked, because I don't know.
As soon as I hit that door, it was like nostalgia. It was nostalgia slapped me in the face, dude.
So it was still the same carpet from 1988.
The same carpet. It's the space carpet with the little planets on it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You've been there. I hadn't been in that place in 25 years. Like I didn't even realize that it was still open.
25 years ago.
Every time I drive by there, there's
1997.
Were they playing Disco Inferno?
It may have been longer than that.
I definitely wasn't there in 1997, so.
Yeah, it's
a long time.
30 years. That's crazy to even think about it.
I just wanted you to remember that, old man.
Nothing has changed. Same carpet.
That's right.
We go in there. Same skates.
So I was gonna say, it's the same skates.
Those dirty brown.
Just change the wheels. Yeah.
I don't even
once every 3 decades. Yeah, every 30 years.
Because my wheels kept getting stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Put some WD-40 on it.
Yeah,
oh no! Don't get me started on those wheels.
My WD-40, man.
Not to bring up King of the Hill again, but one of my favorite things from King of the Hill is one of the best jokes ever is when Hank is trying to get a door open and he pulls out his can of WD-40, like a regular size can. And then he tries to get the lid off and he can't. So in his belt holster, he has a smaller can of WD-40 and he sprays the bigger can and pops the thing off. That's just hilarious. That gets me, man. That's the kind of stupid humor that it gets me every time. I love it.
Oh my God.
So do they still have hot dogs?
They what? They still
have hot dogs, popcorn.
Yeah, they still got the little snack bar. No video games. They didn't have that. Like they got a birthday room for if you bring your kids and it's their birthday.
70-year-old people.
You can rent out the little. It's like just the corner of the skating rink.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? With a half wall divider.
Oh, the classic. The only way to stop on skates is to run into that damn wall as fast as you can. Yeah. And try not to kill yourself.
And I was never the best skater, but I was proud of myself. I only fell twice.
I like that figure was like, I only fell twice. But I only skated once.
Fell twice. And but what I really wanted to do was just get the kids there, burn off some energy, and then introduce them to roller skating. You know
something that they'll never experience again in their lives.
Oh no, we're going back. Oh, we're going back. That's why I was like, we can make this like a Sunday thing. Now that's what I won't do. I'm not purchasing skates. We'll use
not roller skates.
Yeah.
You think roller? Do you really think? Do you think roller skating is gonna have a resurgence?
Dude, it was packed.
Really?
Yeah, it was packed. We got there early because they opened at 2.
Okay.
So
PM.
2 p.m. It was 2 to 5, $5 to get in, and
that includes skate rentals.
Yeah, it includes skates.
Both skates.
Yeah. So both of them. Yeah.
3 wheels total, or how many wheels?
But you had to buy the laces.
Right. You had to buy. Yeah, you just had to buy the wheels.
Yeah.
Was there anybody in there rollerblading? Is my question.
No. Rollerblading is not allowed.
I don't feel like that's ever coming back.
But they had it was packed. I mean, there was a birthday party, and then I'd have to say ball? 75. Yep, they got the disco ball. Even have the same pieces of replaced floor
that had been replaced 50 years ago.
Yeah, and it's still there.
That's because it's been reasonably unused for quite a while.
Oh yeah, man. But it was cool though, man. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was really
well. It was nostalgia central, and that's really what. Yeah. And I wonder if it was like that for generation. I'm sure it was for everybody, but you kind of get hooked on that nostalgia. Right. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
And again, pop culture, see, it's cyclical, because when we were growing up, in the 90s, the big thing was the 60s. All the shows, Days of Confusion, 60s and 70s. Yeah. And nobody cared about the 80s or 90s. So now we're past it. So now it's all 80s and 90s again.
Well, in the 2000s, the 80s came back a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit.
But now it's everybody loves the 80s.
It's coming back around again. You know what I mean?
Well, and all the people, that's for the people of the sun. But anyway, but that's 90s for you. And no, it's just crazy, man. Like, and I guess it's because all the people who are like now, a lot of the people who make like decisions from an entertainment standpoint or like what comes on TV and stuff like that were from the 80s.
Right.
So now it's like, oh, that's my shit. You know, that's the only thing we want to bring back. See, I still haven't watched Stranger Things, this new season of Stranger Things yet.
Really?
And it's not because I'm waiting. It's just because I have not. I don't know. I want to watch it. I want to watch it. I do. And it's just one of those things that I'm like, I'll get to it. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
You know, I mean, there's
nobody like that watches it that I'm like, oh, have you seen it yet? Oh, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, the benefit of working with people who are like, and anybody who has seen it is like, they don't know that the 80s happened like originally. I don't think they understand like that a lot of that stuff like was just how it was.
Right. Yeah.
And so they'll be like, what's this about? And I'm like, that's just how
80s,
it was,
man.
We just walked around on the streets at night. Like
the age of excess. Yeah.
You just walk around and listen to music.
Ride your bikes. You can ride your bikes over to your friend's house.
But
see, I didn't get that benefit. Because like I said, I was raised in the country. So you know, I didn't have my friends lived miles and miles away. So
I remember me and my buddies getting on our bikes and biking like 8 miles to the mall. Seriously, to go play video games.
Really?
It was all downhill. The whole way there, it was all downhill the whole way there, and the whole way back, I was like, this was stupid.
I didn't get friends that live close to me.
Sure.
Like that until the like early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s, like we could walk to the mall then when I moved to Greenville.
Right.
So
we would hop on our bikes and just take it down a main road and just like, here we go, la la la, and not think anything of it.
That's the way it was.
The 80s were a crazy time, man.
Mom, I'm going to play with my friends. Thank God.
And she'd be like, well, no. And they're like,
they would lock us out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My mom would lock us out and be like, all right, get out of here.
Figure it out. Here's $2 for lunch.
Yeah.
I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, $2.
Yeah. And you're like, $2. Holy crap. I'm going to eat like a king.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. No. And then they'd be like, watch out for Russians. That's the Cold War, the height of the Cold War.
That was it.
And they would always think like the bombs are going off.
I saw that new movie, Red Dawn. The Russians are out there.
That's a great movie. Was what's his name in Red Dawn? I can't think of
Charlie Sheen was in Red Dawn.
No, was he?
Yep, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
It was
Charlie Sheen was
the guy
brother
with no voice. We talked about last from Top Gun. I can't think of his name all of a sudden.
No, it was
Kilmer.
Patrick Swayze.
Val Kilmer. No.
Oh, okay.
It was Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Too close.
And my guy from Entourage.
William H. Macy.
No.
The Rock.
No, the one who played Vince's brother in Entourage. Did you guys watch Entourage? You didn't watch Entourage?
Mm-hmm. No, because of Turtle. I didn't like Turtle.
You didn't like Turtle?
I don't like it. I don't know. I tried to watch it. I didn't get it.
Turtle, Eric.
It was too much like, hey, we're still talking all the time, which is Entourage. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I was like, this is lame.
Yeah, it was set on.
I had my own Entourage at that time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was a series of
that was Entourage. That was 80s. That was
it the 80s? Yeah, maybe there.
No,
it was
the 80s and 90s.
I don't know.
No, Wahlberg came up in the 90s.
I just remember that dude had greasy hair.
Oh yeah, with that Good Vibration.
Good Vibration.
Was it based on the story of Mark Wahlberg? Is that?
Yeah, that was like when he came out to Hollywood. Really? Yeah, because his brother was in
New Kids on the Block or something.
Yeah, New Kids on the Block. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So
Donnie Wahlberg,
Donnie, and he came into Hollywood and like he brought his boys with him. You know, once after the Good Vibration, he started doing movies.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm saying so he had his entourage with him, and that's kind of how it worked out.
Until damn, it's got to be great to be a celebrity where you're like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't you just tell the story of my life and give me money for it? And they're like,
there you go. Yeah, okay, I'll produce it. Yeah, I'll give you money to make the show, and then I'll get money back.
Right
once you sell the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because it is easier to make money when you have money. That's the truth.
Yeah, so much easier. So
much easier. That's why we're all broke in the Black Lincoln Cliff podcast.
Exactly. Because y'all won't listen to the show.
Yeah.
Listen to the show.
Well, they're listening right now. They hear you complaining. They're listening.
Okay. Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. Good job, Fred.
Hey, I brought it back.
Way to go. Way to save
Reeled
the show.
them back in there.
Yeah, we tricked you.
Yeah.
You're gaslighting all of our listeners. We're not gonna listen now. No, stop listening.
Stop listening. Do it. Listen.
Do listen, but smoke.
It got quiet.
It got weird, is what it got.
All right, let's fix this.
Speaking of weird, that brings me to the second sponsor of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Charcuterie boards.
What?
Do you know what that is, Fred? I like to bring our sponsors. See, we like to have a fresh take on our sponsors, Fred. Do you know what a charcuterie board is?
Of course not.
You know what a charcuterie board is?
What the hell? Why would I? I don't do no charcuterie.
No, okay. So a charcuterie.
I used to do that a lot in the 80s.
Right.
I used to charcuterie all over. Charcuterie on my face.
Shark that cooter everywhere. No, so a charcuterie board is literally a piece of wood, usually, that is covered in like meats and cheeses of all types with drippings, and dressings, not drippings, but dressings and such. Yeah, I know. I told you we're leaning into food this week with the sponsors. I already told you that, Fred. Don't be surprised.
I want to listen.
Oh, well, of course. Why would you listen? Why would anyone listen, Fred? You're gaslighting yourself now.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. I don't, but thank you for listening.
So there's a charcuterie.
Okay, yeah, so charcuterie boards are like people food, like meats and cheeses and olives and shit.
Made of
not people, not food made of people. Food for people to eat. And charcuterie boards. Now that you know what that is, can you put the dots together, Fred?
Is it for animals?
It's for a specific type of animal. I can't paint a bark. A bar? What the fuck kind of animal is a bar?
I don't know.
Bark. Barcuterie, Fred. Bark. What animal says bark?
Oh, barcuterie. I thought you said barcuterie. I thought it was like a piece of wood with bar food on it. I mean, I don't know, like full of pretzels and peanuts. And
no.
Yeah, nachos.
That sounds delicious.
Go for that.
That sounds significantly better than an actual charcuterie board. Because it has like head cheese and shit on it, which is weird. Have you ever had head cheese?
Ew, what? That sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting. I tried it. You have to be a classy. It's funny that like the classier you are, the more ass parts of the animal you eat.
You know, I like head, and I like
but I feel like that's not
put the two together.
I don't feel like that's correct. I don't feel like those are the two things. It's more like cheese made out of some animal's head. It's gross. It's not.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's like cheese made out of brains and stuff. It's gross. I think. Where's the fart for that? Oh. So you're like, oh well. So a charcuterie board, the I sponsor the show, which is way better than anything else, is a charcuterie board made for dogs. So it's literally just got a bunch of dog treats on it. I don't know why they want to sponsor the show. Go to charcuterieboards.com. Put it on the
What are dogs gonna be? Thank you, master. Now go ahead, Toby. Eat your.
No, if it's my dog, it's like I'm gonna eat all the shit on here.
Yeah, if it's my dog, it's gonna eat the wood and shit.
Yeah, it only wants the board.
They just throwing the food all over.
But see, you already said this.
Eat the board. You know
you already said this. We don't have classy animals either. You know, I'm sure if your dog is a purebred, whatever.
Mutt.
I can't think of
purebred
ass dog.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
trying to think of what
I have a shepherd, but
that's not a classy dog.
He's like me, man. He don't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit.
You have to have like a British dog, like a British boxer or something. Oh.
No, my dog's like, where's the crack?
Right, exactly. Yeah, your dog's like, I caught one of those crack crows today. Yeah, I'm gonna run around in circles.
Dude, he does, man. He runs around with his tongue sticking out all the time, and he's like,
he looks like he might be on crack. Now that you mention it, he could be.
Yeah, he's a happy dog, man. He's a happy dog.
Counting crack crows.
Oh no, that's not going to be the episode. Name of the episode today. So, Fred, I got to tell you a story, buddy.
Here. Yep.
Yeah, around here. Where's that crack crab land? Around here. Terrible. Who said it? Mr. Jones. Terrible. Not good. Not funny.
And me. He said the cracker room.
It's been a long December since we've been talking about this.
That's
my last one that I'm going to do. So,
oh my God.
No. I'm sorry, radio listeners. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry that
Oh
happened.
my God.
No, so Fred, I got to tell you something. I'm a special fella, Fred.
Yeah.
I learned today that I have special blood.
Oh.
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood?
Yeah, no, not really.
Charlie Sheen, tiger blood?
Apparently, I have the kind of blood that they demand. I went to give blood today because I'm, trying to help out the kids.
Are you O?
I am O positive, yes.
O positive. That is
am,
rare, man.
Yeah, and they were like, well, it's not rare, though. That's the thing I was reading. It says it's not that rare.
No?
But, no, I guess, I don't know. But I guess it's like,
rare?
It's, I don't know, O negative, I guess. But so, like, I can give to, like, anything that's positive. Anybody else is positive can take my blood. But I can only give blood from other O positive people.
Right.
So I went, and they're like, the lady, like, freaked out. Like, she saw it, she was like, oh, my God. And I was like, what is going on with this? And she was like, well, would you be willing to do the double flip-flop procedure? And I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, it's really good. And it'd be really, really helpful. And it's going to take an extra like 20 to 30 minutes. And I was like, well, since I'm at work, I'll absolutely do it. Like, I was like, you're goddamn right. I'll do it.
Yeah,
now, what is it again?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, like, you got me. 30 more minutes of not working. Amen to that.
Yeah,
take all the blood you want. So what they do is they take your blood out, spin it in a centrifuge. You know what a centrifuge is, right?
Right.
Alan, you know what a centrifuge is?
Yeah, because I have the same type of blood.
Yeah, okay.
They do the same. They call them all the time.
Oh, you're blood brothers.
Yeah. Oh. And they spin it. They spin it around a centrifuge. Literally. Take out all the good shit, basically, and then pump it back into your body.
Right.
So I was like, that's weird, but okay. But then so I was like, go ahead and do it. Whatever.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said so.
No, I was gonna say something.
Well, I was like, so go ahead and do it, whatever. And then like halfway through, the lady's like, okay, so look at because again, you have like a needle sticking through your arm, and you can see where they F me up.
Oh man,
it's all right. I'm gonna live probably. But so halfway through, she's like, just so you know, if this thing turns like clear, like the blood, the flow turns clear, we're putting stuff back inside of you. And I was like, you could just keep all of it. Like, you don't have to give me that part back.
Yeah.
Like, it's the trash part of your blood that no one wants. And so, yeah, they're like, yeah, enjoy your shitty trash blood.
Blood.
Yeah, well, she's like, but then she was like, so if it starts to hurt, tell me immediately.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is like, you didn't tell me about this when I signed up.
Yeah.
And so, of course, like within 20 seconds of her saying that, I'm like, this is like really starting to hurt. Because it was like, it was starting to burn and like sizzle.
Yeah.
And like, I can see a little smoke coming out of my arm. It was weird. And I was like, hey, it's starting to hurt. And she's like, oh shit. And like came over with all these tools and like sewed up some shit, did all this. And then was like, don't touch your arm for the next 4 to 6 hours.
Oh,
and I was like, what do you mean?
God.
Like, what is happening? And she's like, I guess basically when they pumped it back in, like it missed, like it made the needle move out of my vein potentially or something like that.
Yeah.
So it started like putting all my trash blood back into my arm.
Just arm, yeah.
Yeah, just into my arm, just like, here you go, whatever, fatty. Take it. and so, yeah, so I was like, well, did you get anything? Like, I don't even know. And she's like, well, I think we got enough for like one bag of blood. I'm like, why didn't you just take my blood? Like,
yeah, why you just did?
Couldn't you just do that later? Like, couldn't you just take it and then like do that shit at home?
Yeah,
or wherever you do your blood, dude.
Use it at another place.
But it reminded me because I got like a $20 gift card. It's super great. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was super great. Yeah, no, I didn't. I got some Nicot crackers.
What do you call them?
Nicot.
Nicot.
I don't know. I don't know how to. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, N-E-K-O-T.
Yeah. What do you say?
I said Nicot.
I don't know. I said Nicot.
Nicot. Was it the peanut butter kind?
I try to make sure it doesn't sound like a bad word.
I love the.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
So did they take you to the blood bank?
Yeah, I was like, we're going to the bank, all right. The blood bank. No, but it was funny. I was sitting there thinking about it because I'm like, man, I got $20 in the pack crackers for this. And I remember reading like how much they charge hospitals for this blood.
Right. Dude.
And I was like, damn, we should start a business where you just go to the hospital.
Just undercut
like, yeah, exactly. Like, here, for $1,000.
Undercut the Red Cross.
Well, at the hospital, they keep the blood. They basically what they do is they draw it out and they do all that, and they just don't put it back.
Oh, yeah. And they don't give you anything.
Well, no,
right?
I'm saying we could go, Allan, you and I could go to the hospital, find someone who needs blood, and be like, look, dude, I'm going to cut you a deal. I got you right here. Look at this. Yeah, let's go, baby.
You. No, what we should do is we should buy an old school bus, renovate it, what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just park right next to
the Black Collective blood.
We'll get the money. We'll take out a loan. We'll get the money back because we're going to just pay people $25.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And then we're going to charge the hospital less than what the Red Cross charges.
Right.
And then we just start making a profit.
We can call Blade and be like, we can get them. And then, we can get the vampires to come because they call our blood.
We could call the show or the van, the Black Lincoln Collective Blood Bank.
Yeah.
They can have a picture of Steven Seagal on the side of it.
Yeah, with the ponytail holder.
Yeah, and we could since we're taking out a loan, we could probably get him to do a cameo or something.
Or we just give away ponytail holders.
And you can put the ponytail holders on the arm.
Right, that'll seal it up.
You put the ponytail holders on it.
Perfect. It's the perfect plan. See that? Now that's why we're doing this show, Fred.
There you go.
It's for business ideas like this. Let's take this to Shark Tank next week.
Shark Tank.
Why don't you take another voice when you go try out? You'd be like, I know I'm here to sing, but let me let you guys on an awesome business opportunity.
But now you're on the list. Now you start getting calls when they need blood. Right. They'll call you.
Yeah, they always.
Call me.
They always call me.
They call me all the time.
I was like, "You want to get some blood?" And I'm like, "No."
That's what my wife did. She went to school for that, like phlebotomy.
Really?
And she went to like
I had no idea.
Like
and she married you. School.
No, dude, like she did. But she did the whole thing.
He's like, wait, she did marry me.
She did. She got certified, like graduated, all that stuff. And then like it comes to time for her to use her diploma to go out.
She's like, I'm scared of blood.
She was like, I don't want to work on the weekends, so I'm not doing the. I was like, what are you
like, wait, what?
You just paid like $12,000 to go to school for this degree, and now you don't want to do it? Because I was like, you're not gonna get into an office like a doctor's office just graduating out of college. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta work your way up. You gotta, you gotta start arms first.
You gotta start at the Black Lincoln Collective Blood Bank. Pricking arms, baby. Start at Terry's. Like, no. Start at Terry's crack crow injection site. You'll be injecting crows with crack and sending them on their way.
And every time she was in school, she'd be like, I need to practice. Can I stick you? Hell no. What are you, crazy?
No, why would you? Like, no.
You better get like one of the silicone jelly arms or something.
Right. Why don't you just get a sock full of quarters?
Yeah. Why don't you go downtown and find one of them homeless guys?
Right. And be like, hey, I'm going to put something in your veins. Like, okay. Yeah. No, that's crazy, dude. I wonder if those crows at the Grand Canyon last week were crack crows. I feel like they might have been.
Probably. They were big.
They were big. They were big, and they were skinny.
Big old crack.
They were fast.
They were. You saw that picture, right? Did you see that picture?
You see that picture? Yeah, that shows
yeah.
It had to be Fred.
Yeah.
It had to be Freddie DeMilo. It was the show picture last week. Maybe we'll do the crow for this week. So yeah, dude, that's crazy though. I didn't realize your wife went to school for that.
Yeah, she did. She's
crazy. And she was like, "This is funny. Like, I don't want to work on the weekends."
It was crazy. It was like she like worked and went to school. Like I was super proud of her. I was like, "Yeah, that's great."
I was super proud of her.
Yeah, who was? And then she's like, "Nah, I don't want to work weekends."
What? Well, that's why we do this.
I want to be with you on the weekend.
And you're like, that was when you were like, that was the best part of you having this job. I was going to get weekends off. That's true, man. You appreciate that, But But then you have kids, so now you'd be like, shit. I wish she was here because I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. Well, she wouldn't. It would. This was like what? Shit, almost 12 years ago she did that. She'd have been like set.
You could have had 5 years of weekends.
Yeah. Oh, it probably would have been bad if she went through COVID. She'd have been essential.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a trade-off.
She might have. Yeah, but
I don't think they were taking blood. Well, if she didn't dodge the bullet, it'd be really easy to find the veins. So think about that, Fred. If they don't dodge a bullet, it's super easy to tap those veins, suck up all the blood. That's what they do. Suck up all the blood and spit it into the bucket. That's what they did today.
The blood bucket.
The blood bucket. Classic
bucket of blood. That's a good name for a bar.
I don't think that is a good name for a bar. I would not go to that bar.
The bucket of blood.
Yeah, be like, hey guys, we're headed down to the old bucket of blood for a couple of drinks. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable there.
Hell yeah,
like I've seen Dust Till Dawn. I am not going to a bar on the blood bucket. Like, what a terrifically bad name for. Again, better name for maybe like our the BLC blood bucket. Sounds better than a bar. Maybe we should open a bar. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. What if we opened up a bar that because if you give blood, it takes way less to get drunk. Significantly less booze to get drunk. So we don't give them anything. We don't give them any money. We just say, we'll give you a free beer. Give us your blood. We'll give you a free beer.
And you'll get trashed.
And you'll get trashed. Yeah, it's great. It makes perfect sense.
You want these nice IPAs.
Ugh.
I mean,
fuck them up. Take their money.
Fuck them up, dude.
Yeah, they asked me all kinds of questions today too, and I don't know the answers to any. I kept asking the lady, I'm like, what does this mean? And she's like, don't worry about that one. And I'm like, don't worry about the one that says like, have you been paid for anal sex in the last 6 hours? I was like, not the last 6 hours, 7.5 hours tops.
I remember when because I did a stint. I think we talked about that before.
A stint is a term for something you put in your veins.
It is.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But I did a bid. I did a session. I did a nickel. I did a nickel
gig.
A
nickel at the blood bucket. The blood bucket.
And when I had got out, like I live up the street from my family church, so like my grandma was like, "Hey, having a blood drive. Come up and give some blood." And I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll come up there and do it." And they wouldn't take my blood.
Right.
They wouldn't take it because I just got out of prison. They were like, "Nah, you can keep that."
That's kind of I remember I went once. I had just gotten a tattoo like a month before, and they're like, "Nah, we're good."
Oh yeah, nah. You keep.
And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I probably don't have that." And they're like, "Everybody has HPV or whatever."
We'll take that.
Yeah, we love that.
You're like, but I got Geico, so we're safe.
Like, we're good. I got liability insurance, kids. Don't worry about it.
Can I borrow $20?
That's right. Like, let me get that $20 gift card in cash.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Dude, that's the thing about it too, is like they say a $20 gift card, but really it's like you can get a $20 gift card to like Woolenmore or like
it's
some
a
store
Visa
you never
card,
go to.
right?
No, it wasn't any of those things. It
wasn't a Visa
thing.
card?
No, you have to like pick. You have to like go online and sign up for it now. It's crazy.
Last time I gave, it was a.
I just feel like they should
card,
give you a crisp $20 bill.
I always forget that though. I forget that I have it in my wallet and I never use it and it expires. You know what I'm saying?
It will expire. It's a law that gift cards can't expire now.
Really?
Yeah. It's like for like 10 years, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
they used to expire. They used to at one time.
They used to be able to, yeah. And now we're on the financial news.
Maybe I can use it.
Financial news. In financial news, the gift card market is looking up for Fred. Everything else is down.
Everything else is down.
Dude, so I don't even know. So I'm going to ask you this, and then we'll probably get toward the end of the show. But
get up out of here. Get up out of here.
In a minute. Fred, you are our financial pro. Of this show.
I got you.
You're a lot of things. You wear a lot of hats for a guy who doesn't have any hats. But so the Fed raised interest rates this week.
Yes.
0.75%.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Points.
So what does that mean for the average Joe?
that means like, okay, so if you got a credit card, your interest rate's probably going to go up. If you want to buy a house, the interest on housing on the loans going to go up. Cars, stuff
Any
like
variable
that.
rate. If you got a variable
right. So what they're
rate,
trying to do, is they're trying to get people to stop spending money. They're trying to slow down the inflation, and which it's probably going to cause a recession.
Right.
So where money stalls, people aren't buying stuff. Jobs are going to start like cutting back on hours because they can't make nothing if they can't sell nothing. So I mean, they're just trying to have a slowdown. They're just trying to. I think they're just trying to. This economy's just about to fucking go off the cliff.
Yeah,
man. I mean, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
the next couple of years is gonna be bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, get your giggles in now.
If you're gonna buy something, get it now.
Yeah,
well, see, and I think, from what I understand, that's kind of the issue. Is that like people are like going ahead and like buying stuff because they see the price of everything increasing, so they're like, go ahead and get it now, and that's causing the demand.
They're buying the fucking wrong things, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you need to start buying, you need to buy some food. You need to buy
the problem is food. Everything's gone up.
Everything's gone up.
I can tell you one thing that hasn't gone up: watergate salad. Still just as cheap as it was in 1967.
No, that pistachio butter, whatever.
Yeah, everything.
Pistachio pudding. I feel like the pudding market hasn't quite moved with the rest of the world yet. Right? Buy now, a lot of pudding now.
Like going back to the lot of the variable rate loans are going to go up, and car loans and crap like that.
Right. Yeah.
They don't want us to spend money, but it's a two-way sword, man.
Right.
I mean, a lot stuff that people are spending money now are necessities. You know, you got to buy food.
Right.
You got to buy gas.
You got to buy crack.
You know, so that's gas.
I don't know. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. It's.
I was just curious.
Like I said,
sorry to bring the show to a grinding halt.
What happened though? It was the Fed just during the pandemic. They just started printing money.
Sure,
They started printing money. They started printing money, and then they gave
a huge tax cut to all these corporations.
Right,
and all they did was lay people off.
They gave so much liquidity to like all these hedge funds. Like they gave them on margin. You know what I'm saying? So like they gave them leeway with the money. You can bet money that you don't have, and they just made terrible, awful bets. And that's pretty much why the stock market is like crashing, because they had to sell their long positions. I called this, I said this like a couple episodes ago, like we talked about it. Like I said, they're going to have to sell their long positions to cover their short positions.
Right.
And that's what they're doing. And that's why they took all the money out of crypto. And that's that's why crypto is just freaking just
floundering. Yeah.
What about the missionary position? Is that all right?
Yeah, you still do missionary, man.
Yeah,
I mean, reverse cowgirl's a little risky, but you know, all the basic, all the basic.
Just go ahead and get all your doggy styling now.
Yeah, all the basic positions are pretty much safe.
Style missionaries, they're safe, but you know, you start to get the freaky shit, man.
Right. Once you get into the Kama Sutra level,
you go give yourself Peronis.
The interest rate soars up.
You go give yourself that bent carrot.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad I'm poor, so I don't have to worry.
I'm poor too.
So we really depressed the shit out of this show by the end of it, didn't we, Thanks for telling us. I was hoping for some positive financial news, Fred. I thought
it's all bad.
No. Anytime they raise rates like that, we're screwed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to America, buddy. Everybody, thanks for listening this week. Sorry that we're bummer ass bitches. Well, we'll see you next week. I hope we could. I don't know. I don't got nothing.
Remember, if it comes to your town, go see Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton.
If you can afford it. How much are the Hamilton tickets going to be next week?
Oh,
3/4 of
hell.
That's probably why they brought the C team.
Yeah, they're gonna send them motherfuckers home. They be like, look, We can't afford
Sorry, guys.
the bus for the gas for the bus.
We just get the first 10 people who buy tickets and make them the stage. They come on stage and do it. Because we just assume they're gonna know.
They're gonna give them cue cards. They're gonna give them cue cards with the lyrics.
But admit to me, Fred, that's kind of your dream, isn't it?
Oh, Fred would have done it
like
in
a little
second.
bit, like a little bit.
Yeah,
We
need an understudy. And I swear to God, everybody in that theater, everybody around me in that theater, I could hear them like
singing along. Yeah, because it's like a
everybody doing all the words.
I'm going to ask you one more question about this, and then we will really get out of here because we're a little late.
We're not going anywhere, guys.
No, we're not really.
2 hours.
So, it's a 5-hour show at this point. We're going to take an intermission here for 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes of silence, and then you can come back and listen to the next hour. So,
you'll be back.
Okay, so I know the theater was dark, and I don't mean that as like a racist thing. I mean it was literally the lights were low. No, the lights are low. No, lights are low in a theater, Fred. No, but my question is, how many would you say that it was like a diversified crowd when you went, or was it like
no? It was all white people.
I was gonna say it was all white people. I knew it.
It was all white people.
I knew it.
Like, it really was. It really was. Like I didn't even think about that. But now that you said that, I'm thinking back, like
because that's why they were
interacting with.
Because they
I was sitting next. I was sitting next to a black dude. Actually, I think he was mixed.
Sure.
But he was like friends with my wife. His girlfriend was friends with my wife.
Okay.
And so like he was mixed, but no, I did not. I don't think
so. There was a really good chance that one of the two of you could have been in the show.
Yeah. Oh,
they may have
him because he had hair. He had hair like Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, so how much do you want to bet all those white people around you were like, honey, I feel like they're going to get up and start singing in the middle of the show. We're going to be right there for this. This is going to be amazing. Like, I can totally see it. They're like, honey, do you remember when we went and saw what was the Blue Man Group? And they came through the audience and they like jumped up on stage. Just so going to happen tonight.
That's just what's going to be.
Like, I can't wait. The whole time they're like,
they're looking behind them, looking up out there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here comes the song. Oh.
But it really has rejuvenated like a love that I had forgot that I had for the theater. I would really, but it's so expensive. Like you said, it's so expensive, man.
We should write Black Lincoln Collective, the play, the music.
Play.
We should.
Let's work on that. Collective. We'll work on that after the break, after the 30-minute intermission. All right. Don't stick around for a 30-minute intermission, kids. Just listen to another episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, available on iTunes, Wacky Tunes, Google Play, Apple Play, all the things. Also on our YouTube page. Check out our YouTube.
YouTube.
Black Lincoln Collective. YouTube. Tweet the show if you saw Fred at Hamilton and said, "Hey, he's gonna jump on stage at any moment." Don't forget. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys next week for a brand new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Good night, everybody. Good night. Say good night, Fred.
Night, Fred.
Don't say the other thing, Allan. Don't say it.
I forgot it anyway.
Good, perfect.
BLC. Yes.
BLC you next week.
There we go. All right. Good night, everybody.
Are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddy, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a fucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hip. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Stay classy, San Diego.